Hey, hi, Mariel. How you doing tonight? Hello, everybody. Just got home from work. What's up? Not much. I'm just hanging out. So what's everyone doing tonight? What'd you guys do Friday? Big Friday night. Hello, Janet. Ugh. Universal Studios. That sounds like fun. My Friday night was not that fun. Had some pasta and relaxing now. Pasta's good. I like pasta. I probably like pasta too much. Yes. I had Chick-fil-A, which is like my absolute favorite. The lighting kind of sucks. Sorry. It doesn't get much better. Doing my best. See, I had Chick-fil-A for dinner. It was nice. I didn't have to cook. And that's about it. Crocheted hooded beach towel. That sounds nice. I don't think I've ever seen a crochet. Oh, yeah, I have. I've seen crocheted hooded towels before. Not a beach towel, though, I don't think. Because beach towels are bigger. I've seen baby towels, like hooded baby towels. Yep, I'm just bored. I had a little fire, a little campfire outside, and sat around it. And then I stared at the stars for like, I don't know, an hour until my neck hurt. And then now I'm doing this. Fun, fun. Anyone watch any good movies lately? I watched a really good movie last night. It's an older movie. It's like from a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but like it's not new. It's called Rumor Has It. Have you guys ever seen that movie? It's a really good movie. Oh, well, thank you, Mariel. I try. I haven't made a tutorial in a really, really long time. A really, really long time. I think I forget how to do it. I swear I hear people talking. My neighbors don't live that close either. They Want Me Dead is a good movie. I haven't seen that. I will have to look. Is that on Netflix? They Want Me Dead? It's on Netflix. I have Netflix, Prime. I think that's it. Netflix and Prime. Yeah, that's all I have now. I got rid of everything else. I never watched it. With Angelina Jolie. They Want Me Dead. I bet you I could get that on Prime. I could like rent it on Prime if it just came out. HBO Max. See, I just ended my HBO Max too. Ugh. Oh well. Maybe I'll get it just to watch that. I don't know. But rumor has it was a really good movie with Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Costner. It's a good movie. I don't know. I'm just bored. I can't sleep again. Although I haven't really tried to sleep. I haven't really given it a good go. So, but I don't feel like I could fall asleep if I wanted to. I need to find like a third shift job. Can't sleep, might as well make money. I should crochet something. Hello and good evening. Hello, Wolfie. Wolfie a wonder. I have a huge box of yarn right there. I can see it. Actually, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big boxes of yarn. That's all I've kept. 5 boxes of yarn. That's all I have left. It's all just in storage boxes now. Do you guys want to see the yarn I have left? I can't show it all to you, but I can show you the one box because it's not taped up. If you're interested, I might give it away because I'm not going to use it. I don't watch many movies lately, but hooked on Ghost Adventures and everything paranormal. I love everything paranormal, Tanya. Like, that is like one of my favorite things to watch. That, and don't laugh at me, but like Bigfoot documentaries. I am that weirdo. But I cannot watch Ghost Adventures anymore. I loved that show for like the longest time, but then they only like did like satanic and like devil stuff, and I can't watch devil stuff. I can't do it. But like I like Ghost Hunters, and well, they haven't really showed Ghost Hunters. It was out new for a little while, but then it like disappeared again. But Ghost Nation and Kindred Spirits and all those, I love those shows. Hello from Louisiana. Hello, Sherry. Okay, I can show you like the one little box. Give me like 27 seconds. No, not actually 27 seconds. Like 2 seconds, 5 seconds. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, I got the box. Now this is just like, it's not taped up yet, so it's just like a bunch of junk stuffed into a box. So I have like my knitting needles and stuff, but I got this stuff from Hirschner's. We'll do like a little yarn thing. Have you seen Unsolved? No, I haven't seen Unsolved. I will have to look that up on BuzzFeed. We actually have a team in our area that do live on Facebook. Yeah, I love Kindred Spirits. I miss that show. It hasn't been on lately. You have to get Discovery Plus. I have Discovery Plus. I actually only got Discovery Plus for Kindred Spirits. But $7 a month, it shows like all kinds of stuff. And you don't have to watch commercials. So I was sold. But I have this. This here was the Halloween. It's a Halloween line from Hirschner's. And it's like sparkly yellow. That's that one. I have so much, you guys. And this Lion Brand Comfy Cotton Blend. I'm probably going to give all this stuff away, because I'm never going to use it. I just know I'm not. Here's another Hirschner's Halloween thing. It's black with sparkles. And then I have a bag of just, it was I think a mystery bag or something. I think it was from Yarn Inspirations, I think. But it's just, I think it's like a baby weight, like a 3 baby yarn. I don't know. Hello, Denise. And then I got this rodeo stuff. I don't like this stuff. It's from Premier. I can be honest. I don't have to like, just be honest. Okay, Premier rodeo yarn. I don't like it. It's too heavy and it's like cottony. It probably is made out of cotton. Yeah, it's 85% cotton and 15% polyester, and I don't like it. Your hair is really cool. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. It took me a really long time to accept my hair. But now I just don't care. I think now because it's like grown out completely and it's like blends in better, but I am more than just my hair, so I don't care. And then I got some of this Mainstays basic yarn. This is just from Walmart. It's black. I got some Bernat Super Saver. It's in orange. It's very unique. Well, thank you. I know I see a lot of girls dye their hair, like maybe not gray, but like blonde, like in the front. Mine just grew in gray for me, so hey. Bernat orange yarn. Oops. I got one little ball of this like white stuff. I don't even know what it is. We got some Bernat Softy Baby. I think I am going to give all this stuff away. So, I don't know when, but when I do, you guys will obviously know because I'll give it away to one of y'all. And I got have some Red Heart yarn. Any ideas on what to do with it? It's too scratchy to wear. You know, Red Heart yarn, it gets softer when you wash it. That's what I've noticed with it. Like Red Heart Super Saver, once you wash it and use some fabric softener, it'll get soft and it won't be so scratchy. Red Heart is actually one of my favorites to actually crochet with. Since I'm going gray, I thought about dyeing it gray. You could. It's a process. I don't know if you have dark hair to begin with, but if you have dark hair and you want to like blend it all in and like kind of just like get it over and done with and turn it gray. It's a process. It takes a few times at the salon because they have to lighten your hair gradually. They can't do it too fast. Yeah, Red Heart was the first yarn that I ever crocheted with or knit with. It's just, you know, the beginners. It's like the gate to knitting or crocheting. Love Red Heart yarn. It does get softer with washing. It really does. And I love it because it's affordable and it's sturdy. It keeps. Epsom salt and white vinegar softens it right up. See? Yeah. I just use fabric softener because it's easy. But I have Bernat Handicrafter, like cotton yarn. I got some of this Karen Cupcake. I always wanted one of these. Got them, never, ever, never, ever, not once. Never used it. Yeah, they do. They have really nice colors. There's a large selection of Red Heart Super Saver, and it's like affordable and it's versatile. You can use it for a gazillion different projects. And like I said, it does soften up, so. Oh, good night, Wolfie. I hope you have a good night, and thanks for stopping in and saying hi. What else do I have in here? I'm even probably going to get rid of like some of my crochet books too, because I have crochet books that I'm not going to use. This is just the Crochet Stitch Bible. How many of you have this? Any of you? I don't know. And then I have another one of these Premier Rodeos, which I don't like. And some Hirschner's Two-Tone Twist. It's okay. It's kind of scratchy. I don't know if that softens up. I've never washed it. Some more Bernat Softy Baby. Right here. Blue. More Halloween yarn. I have this dandy yarn winder. I cannot find my yarn. I think it's a Swift, the thing you put the hanks of yarn on. I cannot find that anywhere. So, I don't know. I don't need this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start over. Like, I might keep some things that I like, but there's a lot of yarn in here that I bought that I really don't like or care for. So I think I'm just going to keep what I really, really like, know that I like, and have a project in mind. I have to use up all this yarn before I ever buy any more, because I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to hoard yarn. A rebirth, exactly. And then I have, I was very ambitious, very, like, I am not the same person I was when I bought this, because this is Sock Ease from a Lion brand, and it is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. It is a #1, super fine, and it calls for a 2.75 millimeter knitting needle or a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. I will never use this. This is too thin and it would take forever, and that is just not me. No. And then I have my crochet calendar from 2019. These are neat. I don't know if you guys ever seen them. I actually did a video on it like a super long time ago, probably in 2019. But they have all different kinds of patterns. Like, it's actually kind of neat, but I know myself. I'll never look at it. It probably is really great for crocheting dollies, but I will probably, no, I know I will never crochet a dolly. Never. Don't have the patience for that. More Halloween yarn. This is green. I had a plan for this. I had to have had a plan. Like, for the Halloween yarn. I mean, I had a vision. It never came to fruition, but hey, whatever. And I also got some Sweetie Pie yarn. This is from Hirschner's. This is super soft. This is like super, super soft. I'm going to tell you, thank you for showing me how to knit. I know how to crochet, but I wanted a new hobby. Well, I'm so happy that I could help you learn how to knit. It makes me feel good. Again, I love to help people, and yeah, I'm glad I could help you. But Sweetie Pie yarn, it's super soft, but you don't get very much of it, so I don't know what you're supposed to make with it. And it's kind of really super fine. So I never used it. Looked good on the website. More Halloween yarn. I'm telling you, I must have had a good plan. Oh well. Oh, then I have a hank. I have so many of these from my knit crate videos. If any of you remember those or has ever seen me do a knit crate video, they actually quit sending me knit crate because they changed their whole policy or something. I don't know, but I didn't like keep up with it because I wasn't making videos anyway. But I have a ton of hanks from all the knit crates that I was sent. And I can't find my yarn swift, and I probably wouldn't use. I mean, there's a couple that I would probably use, but no. Not gonna do it. Then we have some more Sweetie Pie yarn, super soft stuff. It's like kind of silky. I know the lighting kind of sucks in here and you can't see, but yeah. More Sweetie Pie yarn. I really want to know what plans I had for all that stuff. More cotton for washcloths and such. Tony has a couple, Tony has a couple of shawl patterns with super fine yarn. Yeah. I can't use super fine yarn. Well, hello, Renee. Thanks for stopping in. Ugh. And I have these huge knitting needles. I have another crochet book. Now, this is like old. Well, I don't want to say old. It's not old. I'm older than it, but it's old. So, hi, Heart. When did this come out? Where's the copyright date? Oh, I can't see. So, but it's like from, I'm going to say like maybe the 80s or 90s. I don't know. So it's not like horribly old, but a lot of the stuff is just out of date. They have a lot of blankets. They also have doilies and like, you know, placemats and like, see this blanket right here? I love the way that looks. Like in an old, like, I don't know, country. I'm like all about country. How have I been? I have been pretty good. How have you been, Heart? I have my days, good days and bad days. Today is a pretty okay day. So, but yes, this is crochet, and I want to have the patience to make that, to put it on my, like my metal framed bed, like country. I don't know, it's a vision in my head that I have. That's good, Heart. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. But I have visions in my head and how I want my life to be, but you know, it never turns out. But I have this creepy crawly or creepy cute crochet. They have all these cute little things in here, but they're so tiny, teeny that I don't have the patience to do it. But like, isn't that so ugly? It's cute. Like, they're all kinds in here. I'll probably give this away too. Like, that's so cute. Like, I would want to make that, but then what do you do with it after you make it? That's the question. Like, that would just be thrown in a box. The Halloween stuff, yeah, it's cool. But like, I would love to make that. But then what do you do with it? It would just get tossed in like a junk drawer or a box or something, and I'd be like, look what I made, isn't it cute? And then I'd stuff it somewhere where it would never be seen again. That's what I do. They're so cute. There's a lot of cute ones in here. That's why I haven't started to make exactly. I can't pronounce that word. Amigurumis, I think is how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. Yes. See, that's the problem. I love to do it. Like, I love to crochet. Especially, crocheting is probably more fun for me than knitting. But what do you do with this stuff afterwards? Because it just ends up in a bag, like a grocery bag stuffed in the back of the closet. Or like I said, a junk drawer. Or just somewhere stuffed. And you never, unless it's a blanket or like something you can wear, a scarf or a hat, it just gets thrown away or stuffed somewhere because you can't actually throw it away. You give it away. See, I don't have anyone to give it away to. No one wants it. But that is super cute too. Do Do you guys remember hacky sacks from like I know like they were really popular in the 90s. I used to love that game. And you always bought your hacky sack. Now I could make my own. Yes, hacky sack was like the thing to do. Like on the weekend with your friends in like an abandoned parking lot with the parking lot lights, and you would just stand around in a circle kicking a ball. That's what we did for fun. Isn't that cute? That is cute. This one's kind of funny. Like, I want to make that, but what would I do with it? This one is hilarious. I think so. Like, that's funny. I don't know. What is that red thing coming out of? Is that, I don't know what that is. What is that red stuff? I'm not sure. But it's funny looking. And this one's pleasant. Yeah, pleasant. I'm like really enjoying looking. That was like the Grim Reaper. Okay, I'm sorry. I will stop showing you these, but there's a lot in there. And then this book I got. Now this is an old book, but someone sent me this book, so I cannot give this book away because someone thought of me and sent it to me, and I think that's like the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. So I will never get rid of this book. I will always keep it. And this has a lot of like, it's like way older stuff, but like it's so neat because it's almost like you go back into history and see, you know, kind of like what people were sporting back in the day. Like that. Charlotte, it's great to see you live again. How are you? I'm doing good, Amanda. How are you? How are you? I'm just going through stuff tonight. More and more stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of patterns in here. But like I said, I have to keep this one because someone gave it to me. And I think that's super sweet that someone thought of me. And so that will stay with me forever. And then I just have this basket of random needles. These. The knitters out there. These are the Adhd Flexi Flips. I'm great. Thanks for asking. But yeah, these are the Adhd Flexi Flips, and I've used them, but I don't think I like them. Everyone loved them. I don't like them. That's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter all the time. And then, what do we have? These needles. Ooh, these are like, I'll tell you, I think this was the first, is this the first set of needles I had? My whim. Or no, I think it was these. Not that any of you probably care about this, but now I'm reminiscing. These needles right here. You all know these. Like, these is what you buy at like Walmart. And this gets in the way. And yeah, this was my first set of knitting needles. I taught myself how to knit on these. And it was difficult. Then I graduated up to the Chiagu, I think that's how you pronounce it, needles, and I love them. And then I got all this stuff. I forgot I had all this stuff. I have, what is this? Stitch marker. This all came from Knit Crate. Another Knit Crate pin. Are you guys like bored? Because I'm just like sitting here like in my moment, like looking through all my stuff that I have just not thrown away forever. I will stop. But that's all the yarn that was in this box. Yes, Chiagu are so good. The needles that are connecting, you mean like the circular needles? You can use circular needles like you use straight needles. Like, watch here. Circular needles. Let's see if I can, you guys aren't gonna, let's see, we'll use some of this. I have a use for Halloween yarn. I'm gonna show you how to use circular needles. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys want, like, do you want to see how to use circular needles? I will show you. Yes, this is super fine yarn on like the fattest knitting needle I can find. But yeah, why not? So you just cast on. I'm guessing you know how to cast on. So we're just going to cast on a couple. Turn in the light, please. Okay, I will try. Hold on, let's see. The cord is short, so, you know, I'm sorry. Life isn't always fair. Is that better? Okay, so I looked better in the dark. Okay, anyways, so you just cast on like so, you know. Now, if you want to use the circular, you can use circular needles like you do straight needles, and that's all you have to do is just pretend that they are not connected if you want to use them like straight needles. That's all. So then you would just, you know, go and knit. And this is really hard, by the way. Fine yarn on these very large. We're making it work, though. You know, we're doing what we gotta do. Okay, so you just keep knitting away. I'm doing this live. Yes, I don't think I've never knit live before, so hey. So anyways, if you're using them as straight needles, you just pretend they're not connected. Just ignore the cord, that's all. You were never good at English style? I'm not good at continental at all. Like, that is a disaster for me. Okay, so that's just, you would just knit like you would normally knit. But now if you're using circular needles to like actually go in a circle, what you would do, obviously, for this, you would need a very large amount of stitches to go all the way around. But so basically you use them for really big blankets, like big ones like this you use for really big blankets, or hold on, let's see what I got in this bag. You can use like hat size, like 16-inch circulars, for instance, would be for like hats usually, or scarves, like the double-sided scarves. Like these though, these are used for socks. These are those super tiny like 9-inch sock needles. And all you would do is cast on all your stitches, and then you would have your starting needle, like where you ended, and you would have your tail and your working yarn off this needle, and you would just keep going so they would connect. Does that make any sense? It's really hard to show when I'm like facing the camera and yeah, and don't have any yarn on these really tiny needles. But you know, hey, I'm trying. But seriously, if you get confused, I have videos. You can probably just look back and look at like a hat video or something. I show you how to connect the yarn or whatever. I use circular needles for like straight needles. It's what it is. But yes. So I used the Halloween yarn. I actually used it for like 2 seconds, but I did it. So now I'm going to put all this yarn back. But I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 more boxes over there full of yarn. I threw a lot away because it was just ruined and tangled and messy. And the good stuff that was left that I didn't want to keep, I gave away to nursing homes. Well, one nursing home. But it was really hard to find a nursing home that would take a donation at this time because of the whole, you know, thing. But I found one, finally. I mean, I understand why they didn't want to take donations, but it is whatever it is. But these are my favorite. These are the Chiagu needles. And the cord, you can see the total difference. If you guys are knitting, just starting out, and you are using the really hard plastic cables on your knitting needles that like just have a mind of their own, you should really invest in some Chiagus, because these are dreamy if you like knitting. They keep their shape. They're like not stiff, easy to maneuver around and manipulate. But yeah, those are my favorite. And that is closing out this box of yarn. Ugh. But yeah, I'll probably give this stuff away except for that one book. because, like I said, someone got that for me. I need like a very large bean bag so I can just lay in here and do nothing. All right. Now what shall we talk about? I have no idea. Did I miss something? Sarah, you said, never mind, I'm going to bed. Okay, Sarah, good night. Did I miss what you said? I'm sorry if I missed something. But good night, Sarah. So, what should we talk about? I have no idea. I'm not good at carrying on a conversation without some sort of feedback. Oh. So where's everybody from? I'll start there. Where's everybody from? What is a project that I want to do in the future? You know, I've always wanted to knit a cardigan. I've always wanted to knit a cardigan. I've always wanted to knit a blanket, but I don't have the patience to knit a blanket. I know I don't. Any May birthdays? My birthday is coming up on the 27th. Mariel. Brooksville, Florida. Is it like hot in Florida right now? Because it's not hot in Ohio. It should be, because it's like mid-May and you would think that it would be warm, but it's actually kind of cold still. Well, I think it's cold, like for the time of year it is. You're in California. You're in Virginia. Taurus babies unite. I am a Gemini. Now, Geminis have a bad rap, and I don't know why. Oklahoma. It's nice. The early mornings and evenings are cool. That's nice. Heat of the day. It's always hot in the middle of the day. But I'm a Gemini, and they get a bad rap. I don't know why, but a lot of people think Geminis are horrible. I'm not horrible. I'm literally nice to everyone unless they're mean to me. And then mostly I just ignore them if they're mean. Hello, been watching. Hello, the Bronx. Oh, I need to crack my back. Even though they say you shouldn't crack your own back. But it hurts. So what are your guys' one thing that you like your goal in knitting or crocheting? Like, what's that one project that you want to make? That was a good question. Like something you want to learn. Geminis are awesome. My best friend is a Gemini. Yes, Geminis are awesome. Thank you, the Bronx. You're in Ontario, Denise? I've heard a lot of rumors about Canada. Is it really as bad as they are saying it is? Because I've heard like it's horrible in Canada right now, but I don't know anyone in Canada, so I can't ask them. You're in Utah? I want to make a top-down knit sweater. I started a top-down knit sweater. Which one did I start? It was really easy. I got the pattern. I think it was free on Ravelry. It was like super easy. I started it. This is how close I was. I did the whole like body part. I did one whole sleeve. I had one sleeve left and I put it down and I never picked it back up again. And it sat in a tote for like 2 years. And by that time I was done. I tried knitting one, but I'm not a good knitter. Crocheting a cardigan. Bago Day Crochet has a really good tutorial on a cardigan that's really easy to follow. You should check that out. It's I think she made it for her husband, so it's kind of big, but if you maybe do it maybe with a smaller yarn or a smaller hook. Finish a sweater that doesn't have armpit holes. Just can't make the underarm look nice. There's a trick to that. Who has I think Very Pink Knits. Is that who? I haven't seen it in like a super long time. She has a good little tutorial on how to get rid of those underarm holes when you're attaching a sleeve. Life size baby dragon. My goal is to get it done in a reasonable amount of time. Well, see, I want a life-sized baby dragon, but I know I don't have the patience to make myself one. That is something I would have to like buy. But I want to do more table runners, the really fancy ones with cloth and blankets, several different stitch patterns. You want to do more table runners, the really fancy ones. Tablecloths. Oh, like the doily kind, like the real fine, like you see that look really, really pretty. I don't have the patience for that. That same thing happened to me. Started a cardigan with had one arm left. Never. Yes, what is up? Like you put in all those hours and you're like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And then like for some reason you're just like, nope, I ain't doing it. I love baby patterns, especially her herringbone punch it. Yeah, she has so many good patterns. And they're all beginner friendly, and she's super good at teaching. Like she walks you through it. So, I mean, she is really good to learn from and watch. I just need to block and seam it, but I can't get motivated. See, what is wrong? Like, okay, what is your favorite part about knitting or crocheting? Like, is it just the idea of starting a new project and you're like, yes, I'm gonna do this, and you get all amped up and excited, and then like you get a few rows in, or maybe like put a whole day or 2 days into it, and then you get bored and you walk away? Like, where does the excitement go? Like, why do we lose the excitement that we just walk away from it? I can't figure that out. Like, I can't figure out why. Like, I planned it. There's an amazing cardigan pattern on here, I believe. It's the Comfy Cozy Cardigan, a tutorial with crochet in it. I'll have to look that out. Look that up. But like, I think it's because it's repetitive. I think you're right. It is repetitive, and it's just, I don't know. Like, even with knitting patterns, like, they're either too easy to where you can do it mindlessly. Like, you don't even have to look. You can just do it and watch TV, which is whatever. Or it's so overly complicated that you like like you have to be on edge the whole time you're working a row so you don't mess up, and you're constantly counting in your head, and then someone comes in and decides they want to have a conversation with you, and then ugh. For me, I struggle with the simple patterns because I get bored of it. Yeah, the simple patterns. But I do try to finish my projects. I try to, but I know my limits. Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same way. And then like you'll turn on YouTube or like Facebook and you'll see that everyone's working on this, and you're like, "Ooh, I want to do that." So, even though I've been working on this, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to get more yarn and I'm going to go start this one. Yes. And I don't know. I think that's it. It just gets boring, and you just want to constantly keep. We probably all have undiagnosed ADHD. That's probably our problem. I honestly think I am undiagnosed with ADHD, from what I've heard anyway. I don't know. Just live with it. Just the way I am. I don't care. It's just who I am. I get bored easy. But yeah, I have started so many projects and just threw them in the corner. So many. Like, my kids make fun of me for it. And it's not nice. I did not teach them to make fun of me, but they just started making fun of me. Ugh. I'm actually in my laundry room right now, and it's kind of cold out here. We got a new washing machine. That's exciting, right? You hit a certain age and new washing machines become exciting. Got a new washing machine. I try to finish my whips, but I get overwhelmed, so I move to something else, usually quilting. Yes, quilting. I I love quilting. I do. I haven't gotten back to it, but I do love it. But I think I am. It's harder for women to get it is harder for women to get diagnosed with ADHD. I just watched a thing on that too. I'm the queen of unfinished projects, as am I. I can usually finish a project if I don't start anything new. That's the problem. I can finish a project too if I don't start anything new, but my problem is I'm going to start something new. I've got to go to bed. Have a great night. Okay, good night, Kiara. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Kiara. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Bye, Lily. Or are you saying bye to Kiara or are you saying bye to me? I don't know, but hello, Lily, or goodbye. I'm not good at lives. You did, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. You. Okay, so you're saying bye to me. So goodbye, Lily. Have a wonderful night. Hi, Joanne. Ugh. So besides knitting and crocheting, what are your guys' number like other hobbies? You have other hobbies? My first yarn stash were whips from a lady going to a nursing home. I finished them for, oh, that's nice. See, I don't know if I could, I don't know if I could start someone else's project, like work on someone else's project. Like I would want to, but I don't know if I actually could. That makes no sense, but it does in here. So learning to make soap. Oh, I always wanted to learn how to make soap. My friend, I actually have a friend who made soap like so good. Like she was actually doing really, really good selling it. Like she was doing really good. She loved it. I don't think it's that hard. I think it's just it takes a lot of like patience and a lot of just organization, which I have neither of those two things. I like playing The Sims 4. My son plays The Sims. He loves that. He really just like builds, like designs houses. Like he doesn't actually play the story. He just designs the houses. I tie fleece blankets, but I generally crochet. I wanted to try the fleece blanket thing. I went to Joann's like, when was it? When I was in my quilting mode, I was going to be a quilter. So I went to Joann's all the time to get fabric. And this lady literally bought practically all the fleece they had, like all of them. I've started playing with UV resin. Ooh, I've seen videos on that. I don't know if you're on TikTok, but there's a lot of videos on TikTok with UV resin and stuff like that. I watch royalty soaps here on YouTube. It really is fun and helpful. Yeah, I watch those videos sometimes. Like I'll watch random videos just to try to like fall asleep. From Louisiana here too. Blondie and a Bruni. I don't really have, I'm trying to think if I have, do I have hobbies? I mean, is fishing a hobby? I don't know. But literally, if I could sit at a lake all day, like I would sit there all day. I would just sit there all day and fish. And I wouldn't even care if I caught a fish. Like I wouldn't even have to catch a fish. It's just sitting there where it's quiet and like nature and a lake with the not knowing of how big of a fish I could catch if I caught a fish. Fishing is a hobby. Okay, so yes, I could do that all day. Like the end goal, the end dream is literally a cabin in the middle of nowhere with my own personal lake that just somehow magically was like stocked with fish. And that's all I did is like garden, cabin, lake. I'm good. Sewing machine. Some yarn just in case I get bored. But I'm all about, I think, just quiet, simple life. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's a quiet, simple life. So how old are y'all? Like, are you young? So great to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Thea. Thea, I remember you. I remember you, Thea. I do, I do, I do. You always commented on all my videos. I remember you. I think you sent me stuff too. 58, 63, 51. Oh, thank you, Thea. 26. I will be 50 in September. 52. It's just nice to know my audience, like, because we all have something in common. The young generation has something, in common with the older generation, and it's just nice to have something that we can all connect with. Brings us together. But I don't look it. Yeah, that's what I tell myself. I've never actually looked at myself and thought, how old do I look? All I know is that when, is this is this weird? Do any of you guys do this? You're around people your own age and you look at them and you think, well, I don't look that old. Like, why do they look so much older than I do? Like, do you actually look as old as they do, but you just don't see it? Is that like another form of like body dysmorphia? Excuse me. Now I'm staying up and getting my tablet and listening. Oh, thanks, Thea. I wish. LOL. Oh yeah, all the time. So it's not just me, Renee. Like, I seriously will do that. Like, and like another thing is in my head, I don't feel old. Like, I still feel like 16 in my head. You always think you're older, Francis? I think the same. Yeah, I don't know. I've always, like, I have like friends that I'll be like, I don't look as old as her. Wow, she looks way old. And I'll even like have my kids, I'll be like, look at her. How old do you think she is? Can you believe she is just as old as I am? Or like, they tell me I'm crazy, but it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And like, there's people that are actually younger than me that act more mature than I do. I feel young until I catch that old woman in the mirror. I try not to look in the mirror too often. Yes, everyone is younger. Thank you. Yes. My age, but I think they look ancient. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how I am. Like, I'll look at someone, even if they're younger than me, a couple years younger than me, I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so much older than I do. But I wonder if they think the same thing about me. Like, they look at me and they're like, wow, she looks so old. I don't know. Just silly random thoughts of the night. Oh, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, yes, on my tablet, you have made my night. You look lovely, especially since you let your hair go natural. I finally did it too. Yay, Thea, thank you so much. Yes, it's so much easier just to let your hair grow the way it wants to grow. I'm drinking sweet tea from Chick-fil-A. It's like Chick-fil-A is my favorite. I will choose Chick-fil-A over a fancy restaurant. I feel so free. Exactly, it is. Now, it goes through the awkward stage of growing out where, you feel about it. But once it goes, see what I did was my hair, like the gray part of it grew like down to here. And all this was still like dyed, like the black that I had dyed it. So I went and I got it all cut off super short. So like it was just all like natural. Like I had no more dyed hair left. And now it's just, I don't know. My highlighted brown here is silver white. Yeah. I have silver white hair right here. But the back of my hair, good morning, Robin. The back of my hair is like still really dark. So I don't know. I just have natural framed highlights around my face. And now my hair is driving me crazy because I'm looking at it and touching it. Hold on. It must go in a ponytail or like a messy flop on the top of my head. It works. But yeah, I'm glad I don't dye my hair anymore. I wish I'd cut the rest off, but I can't. My hair is at my shoulders or a bit longer. I need it long. Oh, you need long hair? I mean, I go through these phases where I'll let my hair get pretty long and then I'll be like, I can't stand it. It's usually in the summer when it's super hot. Yep, I doubt you have a fat face, Thea. Don't say that about yourself. Tell yourself you are beautiful and you have a skinny, slender face and everyone loves you and you look magnificent and believe it. Don't talk negative about yourself. You have to be positive. That goes for everybody. You have to be positive about yourself. You do, even though you're beautiful? Well, I doubt you have a fat face. I have a square face. I have these jaws that don't go away. I stopped dyeing my hair or wearing makeup. I feel so much better. Yeah, I haven't got to the no makeup part yet. Like, I usually don't ever wear makeup unless I'm doing a video or something. I'll go out in public without makeup because I don't care about that. When I have long hair, I went to chop it off. Yes, so do I. That's why it's always usually on top of my head. But I don't wear makeup in public usually, but I do on camera, like when I'm making a video, just because they can be played back and, you know, they can be slowed down and they can be paused and they can be zoomed, and I'm still a little insecure about that. CFY. I don't know what CFY is. Am I supposed to know what CFY is? I'm so out of a loop of things that I don't know what certain abbreviations mean. But yeah. I still wear makeup from time to time. I hate it, but I do. Long hair with layers looks good on me. My hairdresser loves it too. She is so supportive. I started coloring my hair at 22, 39 years ago. Yeah, I think I started coloring my hair probably around the same time when I was 22. That's when I started getting gray. See, my dad, his side of the family, he had white hair. Like all his hair was white by like 24. My grandfather, my uncles, like they all have white silver hair. My mom has dark hair. And I just got my dad's hair, I guess. At 14, I don't think I started going gray right after my oldest son was born. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the stress or like the hormone change or what it was, but he definitely gave me gray hair. Oops, I didn't mean to send that. Okay. I was trying to decipher it. Like, what could that mean? That like I would over thought that. I would have. So thank you for telling me that it was just an oopsie. An oopsie. 16 going gray. There was this girl in my school. She like it was in middle school. So like 12, 13, she started going gray. Everyone made fun of her, but I did not. He's all silver at 38. Yep. I think it's kind of cool. Maybe it's just because I have gray hair, like a lot of it, but I think it's kind of cool. And people dye their hair gray now. So, you know, hey, we're cool. We're trendy. Not really. I'm not trendy at all. My mother always told me I would never go gray. Well, she was wrong. It started in my 30s. Yep. That's funny. You'll love it. Hold on. Those 3 letters are an oopsie. But yeah. Just I say be you. Be you. I'm trying. That's like my new I'm trying so hard to like be more positive. I've taken note of how much I negatively talk about myself in my head. Like I just have a very negative self-dialect, and I it really changes when you try to always be positive. She also told me I would Only have girls. I have 2 sons. Your channel, Charlotte. New subscriber. I have a new subscriber. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read. I don't have my glasses. I don't know where they're at. And although my phone is large for a phone, I can't see. Oh, is At the Bronx a new subscriber? Well, thank you. Oh. But yeah, so cool. Well, thank you. At the Bronx, thanks for subscribing. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot. I have a daughter and 3 sons. I have 2 boys. That's plenty for me. I saw somewhere that you should talk to yourself like you would a friend. Yes, exactly, Mariel. That's what I was watching. Like your self dialect. You don't even really realize what you're saying to yourself. You actually have to like slow down and actually think about what you're telling yourself. But it's so negative. Like, and I don't know. I think if you just talk positive to yourself and tell yourself everything's going to be fine, everything's going to work out, and not go to worst case scenario, to let my hair go natural. You and my mom. You should let your hair go natural. Yes, I'm glad, Thea. I'm glad that I inspired you. It's a waste of money to dye your hair every 3 weeks because that's how long it's like. That's how often I had to do it, or it just looked weird. But be positive to yourself, guys. Be nice to yourself. No one hates you. Everyone loves you. You're not ugly. You're beautiful. You're not fat. You're perfect. You're perfectly for you. That's what I told myself. I used to look in the mirror and be like, oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I am definitely a worst case scenario person too, Meryl. Definitely. And it's taken a lot. I still find myself slipping, but I have been really working hard on trying to stay positive. Looking for the worst case. See, I always thought, if my imagination can literally map out a worst case scenario in like 1.2 seconds, my brain is capable of mapping out a positive scenario in 1.2 seconds. So, excuse me. That's what I need to start doing. We as women are told we are not good enough. Yes, you were right, Renee. We let's see. I'm going to bed. This old bag is tired. Looking forward to more lives. Nice to meet everyone. Night, night. Good night, the Bronx. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for subscribing. But yeah, we are taught at a young age. We almost compare ourselves. Like it's almost like we're taught to compare ourselves to others, and constantly, to where when we get older, we just automatically do it and not realize what we're doing. But I have to stop comparing myself to other people. I am just me, and that's all I can be. And there's only one of me, and I'm unique and I'm different. And I don't know. That's just how I'm starting to look at things. I'm not going to be as good as her, but maybe there's no real competition there. Like, I'm not trying to be as good as this person. I'm not trying to be like them. I'm trying to be like me. And I'm different. And that's okay. And again, no, not everyone is going to like me, and that's okay. It's just hard to change how you talk to yourself in your head. But I'm working on it. My mom passed away in July 2019. The last time I colored my hair was for her funeral. I decided enough was enough, and I've been free ever since. She would be thrilled. Oh, Thea, that is actually, I'm sorry that you lost your mom, but that is super sweet. That is super sweet. That's a great mindset. You're very inspirational with your positivity, Charlotte. I try, Amanda. You just got me on a right night because I'm not always like this, but I'm working on it. Like, it's not like something you can change overnight, but it's something you can do little things at a time. And we try to tear down someone who is confident. We need to love everyone for being themselves. That is exactly right, Renee. Like, let people be themselves. Like, we are not all like all meant to fit in the same category, the same box. Like, We are all different. And I think we should celebrate our differences instead of trying to conform people who are different to be more like the majority or more like this person. Let them do their thing. They might teach you something. You never know. You might learn something from these people. Let them be themselves. That's where I'm at. And I'm out of tea. Ugh. And I'm talking too much again. I talk a lot when I'm nervous, and I don't even know why I'm nervous. Yes, Renee. That's right. We just need to be positive. If anyone is struggling with being negative all the time, which is really hard to not be negative all the time, especially in today's day and age, start small. Hi, Rachel. I can't believe I was going to bed and found you online. You have been missed. I love your channel. You are so real. I love that. You had less than 10K subscribers when I started following. Aw, you've been here from the beginning, Thea. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does. I'm just a normal person, like a very simple, normal, average person that is not perfect by no means. I'm not organized. I lack patience. I'm not really all that creative. I'm just a normal, average person. And probably really not even that normal with today's standards. Might be different, might be weird. But that's okay. That's just who I am. Problem is that all of the news are so easily available. That's right. I actually stopped following all the news things on Facebook. I don't have cable, so I don't watch the news on TV. I try to stay away from the news as much as possible and just consider my world as big as I can see it. So I go outside and I say, this is what happened. This is what's happening in my world today. So you mean a lot to us. Yes, you are a real person, but don't shortchange yourself. Your tutorials are great too. Oh, well, thanks, Thea. I will say you are an excellent teacher, though. Well, thank you, Mariel. I try. I I know how. You know what? Why I think it was so easy for me to teach some things, and I wasn't perfect at all things. I wasn't good at teaching everything, but I just taught how I would want to be learned. Like how I would want to be learned, how I would want to be taught, like how I'd want someone to teach me. That's how I taught because I just wanted to explain it in a way that I thought everyone could understand. And I didn't try to like overthink the process. This is it. It doesn't have to be so complicated. Like on two color brioche and brioche, people struggled with that. It took me a long time to learn that, by the way. That was not easy to learn. All right, you guys, I hate to do this. I really, really do, but I've been on for an hour. I'm kind of cold out here and I'm out of tea. So I remember you not liking wrap and turns. Exactly. I still don't like them, but I did learn them, but then I forgot them. Been listening and crocheting, long time subscriber. I hadn't seen you in a while, but then again, I don't get notifications. Oh, you need to turn your notifications on, Adele. Thank you though for stopping in. You're the only person I could learn brioche and two color brioche from. Thank you, Mariel. That means a lot. I worked really hard to make that video easy for, I would hope, everyone to understand. I love your 10-stitch blanket tutorial. Really good. Thank you, Rachel. I prefer German short rows. I like German short rows. Those are not bad. I try to avoid those though too. But if I had to choose, I would do German short rows. But I have to go, you guys. I have to get warm. It's cold in here. I listen to the beginning tomorrow at 1 a.m. here. They are on. It's random, but today I got this live. Oh, nice. And now I have to go. I'm so sorry. But I hope you all have a really good night. I have to get off here, but I had fun hanging out with you guys, talking to you. I will do this again, and I'm going to do like a yarn. I think I'm going to give away some yarn. So when I decide to do that, I will let you guys know. Take care. Good night, Thea. Good night, Renee. Good night, Adele. I will talk to you guys, I don't know, maybe next week, maybe in a couple days. I don't know, but I'll be on here again. So have a good night, guys. Bye.